What's up, guys, and welcome back for another EVE Online solo Null-Sec episode. I just want to do a little bit of an update today. We're kind of in full swing on the Nanite repair paste production, so we'll be tracking that quite a bit here in November. I'm going to give you kind of an idea how I have things set up. I did bring everything down to about 3 characters to take care of everything for simplicity. I don't really want to go too far in scale because I just don't want to commit that many people to null block right now, but as it sits, we've got 3 tunes running 18 planets, and we do have a stockpile of a lot of the P1, mainly silicon and biomass. We have a lot of that stuff, so we have those planets active, but we're not, really worried about them actually producing a whole lot. Our main bottlenecks right now are industrial fiber, just because we only have access to really 1 planet. I don't want to I'm trying to minimize the amount of gates or jumping between systems that each character does, so each tune is essentially kind of assigned a certain role. So we'll go and start off with the data chips guy, which is pretty cool. This tune will basically take everything from P1 all the way to data chips, and I'll give you kind of an idea how all this is set up. So we have the normal 4 P1 processing plants set up, and like I said, we do have a surplus of biomass and silicon, and we are making oxygen. We do have quite a bit of oxygen, but we've got like 3 planets total running oxygen because we just run through it so much. Being the input of 2 different P3 or P2s, it doesn't hurt to have more. So this is our main bottleneck right now, because the density, we only have access to 1 planet basically, and the density is pretty bad. But I've also shifted my my P1 extraction plants from 1 day to 3 days. A lot of the times I can get anywhere between 2.5 to 3 million raw on a 3-day cycle, which just keeps me from having to go in there every 24 hours and kind of reset everything. And I've been testing that for the past few days, and it's working out pretty well. And as you see here, we do have a planet set up for silicon, but we do not need silicon right now. So I'll probably not fly to this planet. This stuff will probably just get stocked in the Paco until we really need it. But I just wanted to have it in place so that it's kind of good to go and set up. Now, we do not have a 25 factory dedicated planet for each of the P2s for data chips. I split it between 1 planet, so we have 25 factories. When it's almost an even split. It's like 12 and then 13 split there, and so we have all this stocked up with everything. And right now, as it sits, every time we get a little bit of industrial fibers, we throw it in here, and it'll just kind of output the P2. And then I do have a full planet dedicated to making the data chips. I can't go 25 on this planet because of the radius, which is fine. This is overkill for what we're producing in terms of daily P2 and P1. But the idea of this is just to basically blitz the P3 so it doesn't have to hang around too much. But we are making around 1,000 data chips a day right now. And then obviously we have the oxygen planet here, which gets pulled out pretty much daily, and then the biomass planet, which I don't really fly out here too much because we do have such a stockpile of this stuff. I mean, just in our item hanger right now, I've got over 270,000 biomass and over 246,000 silicon. And then in another system, I still have, I want to say like 900,000 silicon, and then probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like 600,000 biomass. So as we need it, we kind of take this tune over and pick that stuff up. So when we take data chips to the main, then we kind of just come back with whatever silicon and biomass we have over there, and we'll slowly kind of run through that stockpile. But I did set this tune up in a way that it should only have to go back to the main system with the end product. And that just makes it a lot easier to kind of organize on the day-to-day process of everything. This tune is basically my special, I like to call it like special operations for PI. It's transitioning right now. We're not actually extracting reactive metals right now because we have like 400,000 of them, and they only go into nanites. So we are triple dipping on the bacteria right now. Bacteria is our other bottleneck, just because we had none, and we're essentially just trying to blitz it out. We are producing more than we're producing right at about the amount that we can process for nanites a day. So I'm gonna basically plan to produce up to the point where we use up all of our reactive metals, make all the nanites we can from there, see how far that gets us, and then if we have to set up reactive metal and kind of do that, we'll do that at that point. And then also, like I said, we have oxygen here as well, and then I have oxidizing compounds also coming out, because we have a stockpile of this. We have like 200,000 of this, but it's one of our lower reserved ones, so we kind of got it coming in on the back end. And then same with plasmoids. We still have like 200,000 or so to run through, but what I'm trying to do is as things drop down to like the 200,000 mark, then we kind of swap out these extraction planets to kind of keep the reserve stuff up. This is the main, I did kind of redo some of the process planets here. So we do have a full send, a blitz geometrics biopaste planet. All 25 factories are just going to just supercharge production on geometrics biopaste, so we don't have any like P2 hanging around for too long. And then it's the same kind of like setup. We have 25 factory planets for all of oxides, for biocells, and for superconductors that we feed. We feed 3 days worth of P1, and so we really only have to go out there every couple of days and pick up the P2 product, because we did have some quite a bit stockpiled. And then we have the nanite planet here. There's a 25 factory planet that's just running nanites, just blitzing those. And so as we produce that bacteria over on the other alt, we just drag it over here, drop it, and we're going to try to consume all of our reactive metals and stuff, and see where we kind of land there. This gas planet was switched over to just straight oxygen. It makes it a lot easier just to kind of, this is a really good oxygen planet, but it makes it really good just to go pick this oxygen up and then just kind of drop it over on the oxides planet and everything. And then obviously we have the secondary on the other alt, and then the other oxygen planet on the data chips alt. This oxygen is really just for the super tensile plastics, because like I said, we don't want to have this tune actually have to rely on another tune to import export. The idea is everything that this tune needs to do, it can do on its own in its own system. So this oxygen is essentially just dedicated to its P2, while this oxygen is secondary to this mains process over here. But I'm curious to see kind of how far how much we can get going here. We do have the BPO running right now, so we have about a day left on that run. And you see right here, I'll kind of give you guys an update on the research and all that stuff too. But we got about a day and 2 hours left on the nanite repair paste. We did there's a 1290x job going on right now with nanite repair paste. We've already built about 13,000 of them, and obviously we have like core temperature regulators, and a lot of our reactions are coming out in a couple days, so that's exciting and everything. But now the goal here is, by the time this nanite BPO is done in a day and 2 hours, we should be able to actually go back in and create another job run for like 2,500 runs or so, or hopefully 3,000 runs. It just really kind of depends on how well we do today. I have to really monitor the bacteria and the industrial fibers, and just keep beating those all throughout the day, so that bottleneck doesn't like slow us down. But we do already have about 957 gel matrix biopaste, and on the planet we got about another 150. So we got about 1,000 gel matrix biopaste, and then we also have 1,000 data chips kind of already ready to go, with another 72 on planet. So I'm hoping that over the course of the next 24 hours, or 26 hours rather, we can grab another like 1,500 or so and do a really, really good job run. And that's kind of the goal. We want to run that BPO, and then while that BPO is running, stock up and be able to run that BPO again, just constantly over and over and over. But this we'll be focusing on this quite a bit this month, and we're going to see I'm going to try not to sell the nanite repair paste that we've got, and at the end of the month we can see exactly the amount we've made and its value and everything. We're not buying anything, we're not importing anything from JITA. Everything that we're going to be doing to kind of judge this income based on this stuff is based on what we already have stockpiled and in reserve for P1, and what we're also creating on these 3 alts. So I'm excited to see kind of how where we actually land. Our goal is obviously to try to hit the 7 build mark in nanite repair paste alone this month. So we'll see if that's even possible. But Thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already, use that link in the description to get 1 million skill points on new or existing accounts. And that really goes a long way with the channel. If you want to support the channel further, consider becoming a channel member. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.